Right? So we're gonna wait for some people to come in. Where is everybody? Hello, whoever that is. All right, well, who's on? I'm waiting for some people to come in. Say something so I know you're here. Let me test my chat. Say something. Type a hello in so I can see who's here. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to come in. Say something. I'm waiting for a couple more people. Let's see who else shows up. Quite a few people told me they were coming, so let's see who shows up. All right. Maybe it's just me and you, Shanette. All right. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. Wherever they come in, they can always go back and watch the live, I feel. So today, we're looking into intermittent fasting and see what kind of benefits this have for the body. The intention of intermittent fasting is to reset the body where the body heals itself. How do we reset the body? You know, we have two energy banks. We have the food that we eat, and then we have the food that is stored, which is stored energy in the body, and that is in the form of, you know, fat on the hips, fat on the belly, the double neck. This is all stored energy. So what we want to do is force the body to use the stored energy. So therefore we cut out eating for a number of hours to force the body to store the stored force the body to use the stored energy. So my why is 2025 was very rough for me. I don't know if people recognize that. I went through my own battle of illness, and this is what I started doing. I started intermittent fasting back in June, early June of last year, and by December, I lost 50 pounds. That's not the intention of intermittent fasting. The intention of intermittent fasting is to get the body to use the stored energy and to heal itself eventually. However, the weight loss is a side effect. And normally when you hear of a side effect, side effects are usually something bad. Oh my God, oh, a side effect. But the side effect of intermittent fasting is positive. It is some decent weight loss where you can look in the mirror and say, oh my God, what happened? What happened? So you're feeling much better and you're looking much better as well, which that's kind of like a, you know, best of both worlds. Anybody's gonna love that. Anyway, so my why is healing my own body and warding away illnesses, assisting the body to heal itself. Where's my phone? Assisting the body to heal itself, help itself out. If you help the body to help itself, then the body does what it's supposed to do. It's dynamic. It is supposed to heal itself. I know that's not what we're taught. I know we're taught to, you know, this is happening, let's take this medication with it for this. That is happening, let's take this medication for that. But that's not what we're here for. We're here to help the body to heal itself. So, who is not appropriate for this group fasting? Anyone that is a diabetic. Diabetics are a different group because they need to do a one-on-one with someone that is focusing on them. We're doing this as a group. So diabetics are not appropriate for the group that we're doing right now. Number one. Number two, anyone that has any kind of hypo or hyperthyroidism, due to the fact that people with thyroid issues, they have to be very careful with their calories and all of that. So they're another group that needs a one-on-one um, interaction and attention, and that's not the kind. We're doing like a general simplified group, and we're going to be basically um, supporting each other. I am here kind of like as a moderator. We go over the information, we learn together, and those are the intentions that I'm looking at. Okay, so diabetics and people with hypo and hyperthyroid issues, we can't work with them right now. So the eating window, this is a fasting, a, a daily fasting. Our eating window is from 12 p.m. So 12 noon to 6 p.m. That window, we eat whatever we want. Whatever we basically want, we're going to eat during that window, and not worry about it. Okay, whatever you normally eat, you crunch into that window. The What we're going to do though, there is some restrictions on what to eat in that window. We're going to be staying away from um, we're looking at staying away from refined carbohydrates, so white sugar and just empty calories, donuts and cookies and stuff like that. Remember, we have a little small window to eat, so we're going to make sure that we're packing in nutrient rich foods, nutritious foods, good meal. You have really basically one meal for the day and a couple of snacks. So you're packing in a good, satisfying, balanced meal. If you're a meat eater, whatever meat you decide to eat, whatever starch you decide to eat, whatever vegetable you decide to eat, but make sure it's wholesome. Rice is fine, potatoes are fine, whatever meat you want to eat is fine. Just make sure it's not processed. Make sure you're not going to like McDonald's or Burger King and just eating them kind of over processed, refined trash food. Eat proper good food. Um, we're staying away from harmful oils like canola oil that comes from rapeseed. The seeded oils you're staying away from. You're using the two oils that I'm recommending is coconut oil and olive oil. Coconut oil, olive oil. Put it on your salad. Use it to cook your meals. Those are the two oils I'm recommending. All the other oils, not so much. Um, we're removing chemical sweeteners like aspartame, equal, them kind of fake sugar thing that diabetics normally use. We're not using any of that stuff because those are the stuff that is straight chemical, and those are the stuff that gets wrapped in fat and gets stored on our body, because guess what, the body don't know what to do with it because these are chemicals, these are not real food. And stored fat on the body is is purposely, the body purposely stores it because it doesn't know what to do with it. What is this chemical? But because the body is so efficient, it's not going to just throw it out. It's going to store. Let me leave this for later. So it's wrap it in fat. You see, like how you wrap extra food in foil paper, that's what the body does with stuff that it doesn't know. Aspartame, those are straight chemicals. So the body wrap them in foil paper or fat and just store it. You don't want that. So stay away from um, chemical sweeteners, artificial flavors. Read your packaging. Anything with artificial flavors, stay away from. Color, red, number 5 red, whatever, all them things that's in drinks and sodas, and stay away from that stuff. That's a part of the problem. Um, so that's the guideline for the intermittent fasting guidelines. Okay, So we just did the guidelines. Next, we're going to do what to drink while we're doing this intermittent fasting. From you get up in the morning, um, on your way to work, what are you going to be consuming during the time that you're not supposed to be eating? Water. You can't go wrong with water. As much water as you want. You can do coffee. If you're a coffee drinker and you need your coffee for the morning, you can do coffee. The only thing, you can't put the heavy cream and the sugar and all of that stuff in the coffee. What you can put in the coffee is a little bit of coconut oil. A little teaspoon of coconut oil will give you the creaminess of what the creamer kind of sort of will give you. Put also a little bit of cinnamon powder in your coffee. That will help you, because cinnamon somehow kind of mimic this the taste of sugar on your palate. So when you use cinnamon, it kind of tastes sweet, but it's not really sweet. So I suggest that you can use cinnamon in your coffee as well. And MCT oil. MCT oil is still coconut oil, but it's part of the coconut that they use to extract the MCT oil. And I used to work in a hospital, and when they had premature babies that they needed extra fat for the brain, because the brain is not, the brain is premature, it's not developed, they used to put MCT oil in the baby's formula and feed them for good fat. So you can put MCT oil in your coffee in the morning, and but moderation, like a little teaspoon, you can do that. So water, coffee, organic teas, any tea of your choice is good to use. However, there is a tea, and Shanit, you have it already. I told you to buy it from Amazon, and you did get it. The detox tea, the Zevon Natural Detox Tea, is one of the teas that I'm recommending, and you'll be able to get this from zevonnatural.com, Amazon, or Walmart. The Zevon Natural Detox Tea have several herbs and components that really support detox and will support your hydration as you go through this fasting. So water, teas, coffee, from whatever time you wake up in the morning until 12 o'clock. All right. So for me, I'm up early. I am so my detox is gonna go from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. because I'm an early person. You want to be eating 2 hours before you actually go off to bed. Make sure you're okay. So if you go off to bed at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, don't eat after 8. Me, I go to bed earlier. Don't call me after 9. I'm sleeping. But you can call me as early as 4. I'm up. All right. So I eat from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. When I wake up in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, even if I'm awake, I'm not really up. And I'm not a coffee person, so I'll drink my detox tea. I drink water, and that will carry me into 12 o'clock. And then no, 12 o'clock, I break my fasting at 12. What are you going to break your fasting with? It is important when you get to that 12 o'clock fasting break, what are you going to break your fast with? You want to use good fats. like avocado fat, and as I said, the MCT oil, nut butters, a teaspoon of nut butter, just to get the system going before you go into a meal. And of course, something warm because you haven't eaten for all these hours. You go ahead and do your grass-fed butter, ghee, avocado, MCT oil, nut butters. And when I say nut butter, I'm thinking you're going to be reading your label on the nut butter. Whether you're doing cashew butter, regular peanut butter you could do, or almond butter. Make sure that there's no added sugar and no added preservative in these butters. If you even want, you should just go ahead and put your own nuts in that little blender and smooth it out into a nut butter for yourself to use. That way you prevent any additives and stuff, because you don't trust a lot of these things that's bottled, because they have to find a way to preserve them so the shelf life is longer, and it can sit on the shelf for their sale. So go ahead and put some nuts in a little, your little blender, and blend it out smooth into a butter, and you use that as a teaspoon to break your fast. And then, as I said, there's no restriction. There's no major restriction when you break your fast. You just go ahead and eat nutrient dense, good solid meal. If you're going to have a snack, have a good healthy snack, and eat to your heart's content until you go back into your fasting hours again. Now, I have let me just get into my record here. We want to talk a little bit about that detox tea that I'm suggesting that you buy. Really, you can use any tea. You can go natural ginger and lemon if you want to, but the Seven Natural Detox tea that I'm telling you about, you can find that on Amazon, Walmart, and the sevennaturals.com website. Let's just go over the ingredients in this tea and why this tea does support your health when it comes to your intermittent fasting, and support the digestion and the detoxification of everything that goes on with the intermittent fasting. It contains moringa, which is nutrient rich with minerals and antioxidants that support overall health. It has detoxification components that may aid in liver detoxification, enhancing the body's ability to eliminate toxins. And this is what we're doing naturally with fasting. So when you also drink this tea, what it does, it supports what we're working on as far as detoxing and getting the body back to balance. Um, Dandelion root and leaf is in this tea, and that is for liver support. Traditional use to promote liver health and stimulate bile production, facilitating digestion and toxin removal. Remember, that's what we're detoxing for, to get toxins out the body, that momentum fat and those toxic fat that's on our body. We want them to melt and be flushed out by the kidneys and all the different organs. but also we have to support these organs as they do the work. And this is what this this combination of herbs do. It also have nettle leaves, which is an anti-inflammatory, and it also is a detoxification specifically for the kidneys, promoting excretion of metabolic waste from the kidneys. So all these different herbs in this tea support the fasting and detoxification that we're going for. Spearmint may help to alleviate digestive discomfort and nausea. Yes, because we're detoxing, we're sometimes we're not gonna feel so well. You're gonna say, "Oh my God, I don't feel well," because guess what? You're doing something to the body that it needs to. It's like, oh, what's going on? The body is very comfortable with this fat sitting there all these years. Now you have to, once you decide to get rid of this fat, you're gonna get little symptoms here and there, and that's expected. We're gonna work through that to get to what we really need to get to. Okay? A combination of all these herbs, liver function enhancement, ingredients like dandelion, moringa support your health, crucial for detoxification as the liver processes and neutralizes toxin. Diuretic effect. Diuretic is flushing out the the toxins out of your body. So herbs such as dandelion and nettle act as a natural diuretic, increasing urine production to help flush out toxins and reduce water retention. So you might realize that you're going to the bathroom a lot because you're eliminating toxin through the urine. Digestive support. The fennel and the spearmint helps in digestion, enhancing effective breakdown and elimination of waste, preventing toxic buildup in the gastrointestinal tract. Antioxidant activities. The blend is rich in antioxidants from moringa, rose petals, and other herbs, which protect the body from oxidative stress and support the immune system during detoxification. Regular consumption of this herbal tea as part of your balanced diet and healthy lifestyle may support the body's natural detoxification processes, promote digestive health, and provide a range of beneficial nutrients. So, this is why I'm recommending this tea blend, because everything that we're working on naturally, we're allowing the body, we're helping the body along with these herbs that we're using in this Zeva Natural Detox Tea. Um, now, we we are going to do this for, I think I said this before, 6 months. So from now until the first week of July, I would suggest that you weigh yourself now. Weigh yourself. Look at your latest blood work. So this is your homework, because we're gonna meet every Thursday and for about an hour, and we're gonna sit and chit chat. Most likely like a half an hour. Today we'll probably go over the half hour because it's the first day, but we want to meet for about a half an hour every Thursday for the next 6 months. So from now until the first week of July, your homework is to make sure you do a recent blood work. Do recent blood work and look at how what your blood levels look like right now compared to in 6 months. We're gonna compare now blood work levels with blood work levels 6 months from now and see how the body adjusted, see how our numbers change, positive or negative. You might take a longer time, but for the next 6 months, we're going to be supporting each other in this journey. And after 6 months, you probably, you'll be riding the bike, and then you'll be able to do basically continue and do it on your own. But for the next 6 months, we're going to be a supportive group. We're going to research together, get the information, this dispel information to each other, share information with each other, and create a community and support each other through this journey. The aim is to help the body to heal itself. That's not what we're taught. We're taught to go to the doctor and the doctor will help you. Know that the body heals itself naturally. If you get your body over into a position where it is burning, the process is called ketosis. Ketosis is where the body is burning up stored energy, right? And when the body burns up stored energy and it gets rid of the toxins, and we're eating less food, it allows the body to do more to repair itself. If we're not eating all this food, then the body has time to do stuff like, okay, at nights when you're sleeping, the cerebral spinal fluid that goes through your spine go up to the brain. If there's no food in your stomach now, once there's food in your stomach, the priority is to digest the food in your stomach. So the body's digesting the food and leaving everything else. If there's no food to digest, what does the blood do? The blood and the other fluids go and clean, like the spinal fluid is supposed to go up to the brain and clean, dust, mop, sweep, all them people walking around with brain fog and all that stuff. They're not allowing the body to go in and clean and cleanse. So therefore we're ending up with all this brain fog. We're ending up with early stage dementia. A lot of people are dealing with early stage dementia. And just even yourself, you realize, like, oh, forgetfulness. You walk into the room and like, what did I come in here for? What did I come in here for? Yeah, just brain fog. If you put the body in a healing state, the body will go through. Do you know that cells regenerate? Brain cells regenerate, kidney cells regenerate, lung cells regenerate, but we have to give the body the time to do that. And if we're always eating and the body's always focusing on digesting the food that you're putting into it constantly, and not giving it a break, it does not have time to go in and clean up like it's supposed to. And this is the intention of this group, to allow the body to go in and clean itself naturally. And that's basically it for the presentation. Does anyone have any questions or any concerns that you need to ask me? Go ahead and write it in the chat. I'm sipping on sorrel. No one has any questions? Please also write if you're willing to go through this as a group. Are you willing to go through as a group and we learn together and we do this together and we check our results together and see how where we are today and where we are 6 months from now. Well, if nobody has any questions, I'm gonna leave it right here, and hopefully give you a chance to think about it. People who didn't catch the live can come back and watch the live and see if this is something they want to do as a group. And on my hat says Happy New Year, but Happy New Year to everyone. Wishing that you accomplish everything this year that you didn't accomplish last year. Last year was really rough for a lot of people, and um, let's see how this year goes. With that, I just want to say have a good night. Goodbye.